Hi guys, welcome back to Learn with Lodhan, and in this video tutorial we'll cover how to calculate relief under section 89. So there are cases when you receive arrear of salary from your or arrear of bonus from your employer, and your tax liability in the current financial year gets increased. So what is happening? Salary, as you all know, is taxable on due basis, that is on accrual basis or on receipt basis, whichever is earlier. So sometimes what happens is, like in public sector or in like government department, when this sixth pay revision comes on, generally it is effective from a particular date, but its amount or the arrear is received after 2 or 3 years. So suddenly in a one financial year you get a huge chunk of amount. On that amount you have to pay taxes. So this is the Bare Act provision you can see on the screen. This provision is basically applicable for three types of payment. If you read this, whatever comes coming on your screen on the left hand side, you can see the Bare Act provision of the section 89 under Income Tax Act. So this is applicable for three types of payment. One is for salary, second is profit in lieu of salary, and third is family pension. So apart from this, if you are getting any payment from anybody else's, then you can't go for this relief under section 89. And the last line, you can see that due to which you have got some area due to which your total income is assessed at a rate higher than that at which it would otherwise have been assessed. So your due to that arrear of salary, your tax liability has got increased in the current financial year. So government is allowing you one relief from the taxes. So how to calculate that relief? So there are some rules prescribed corresponding to this section under the income tax rule, and on the basis of those rules you can see there are some steps to calculate relief under section 89. So let's go through this relief, and then we will go ahead and solve a practical example of a person. Here you can see that there are 7 steps to calculate relief under section 89. So before going to the steps, we'll just have a look on the example. So it will be clear to you before we'll read the steps. There is a person called Sumit who is a salaried employee whose salary particulars are as under for calculation of relief. He is getting basic salary and others in financial year 13-14. He is getting 10 lakh rupees, and for financial year 12-13 he is getting 5 lakh rupees. Apart from this, he has got one arrear of salary which was pertained to 12-13. Yes, and he has received that in 13-14. So that means in 13-14 he has got some arrear from his employer which was pertaining to the year 12-13. So that is amount the 2 lakh, and now you calculate the relief under section 89. So what is happening? You have current year income, you have the previous year income, and you have the arrear which you have received in this current financial year, but which pertains to earlier financial year, that is 12-13. So these steps, what these steps says: first, calculate tax on total income of the year in which additional salary or arrear of salary is received. Okay, first you calculate the tax on total income of the year in which additional salary. So since, let's go ahead and see step 1. Financial year 13-14, income was basic salary and others was 10 lakh, and in this year I have received the arrear salary, then 2 lakh will be included in that, and total income is 12 lakh rupees. And according to slabs applicable for 13-14, it is 0 to 2 lakh, it is nil, 2 to 5 lakh, it is 20%, 5 to 10, it is 30%, and so on. Oh, sorry, it's 2 to 5 lakh 10%, 5 to 10 20%, and above 10 lakhs 30%. So on this basis on 12 lakh rupees, which you have to calculate the tax as per the slab. So I have calculated tax and add the education cess at the rate of 3%. The total tax liability as per step 1 we have already arrived. Now let's move ahead and see the what is the step 2. Calculate tax on total income of all the years for which arrear of salary is received excluding arrear of salary. Now calculate tax or first taxable income and then tax of all the years for which arrear of salary is received, but excluding that arrear of salary. For financial year 12-13, we need to calculate tax again, but without taking into account this 2 lakh rupees. Okay, are you getting me? So on 5 lakh rupees, once again you need to calculate the tax, but tax rate applicable will be your financial year 12-13. But since for financial year 12-13, 13-14, there is no change in the tax slab as such, so this will remain the same up to 2 lakh rupees. It is nil. 2 to 5 it is 10%, and 5 to 10 it is 30. 5 to 10 is 20%, and 10 above 10 it is 30%. So once again I have calculated taxes on rupees 5 lakh and it will come around 30,900. Now go to step 3, which is just a sum total of step 1 and step 2. I have just made the tax liability as per this one. Step 1 is 195,700, and for tax liability as step 2 is 30,900. So I have added both the figure and will come around 2,26,600. So we have already finished step 3. Now moving ahead to step 4. Calculate tax on total income of the year in which additional salary is received excluding arrear of salary. In step 1, we have calculated the tax on total income of the year in which we have received the arrear including the arrear of salary, but in this step we will calculate the income without taking into account the arrear of salary. So you can find out here step 4, basic salary 10 lakh I have taken, basic salary and others. I have ignored this 2 lakh rupees. In step 4, on 10 lakh you need to calculate the tax as per the slab rate and it will come around 1,33,900. Moving ahead to step 5, it is just the reverse of step 2. Just calculate tax on total income of all the years for which arrear of salary is received, but including arrear of salary. Now this arrear of salary we are adding in step 5 rather than step 4. So this is basically the difference. Now you can see in 5 lakh rupees I had added 2 lakh rupees. In this 5 lakh rupees I have added 2 lakh rupees, but in step 2 I have added in step 1 I have added this 2 lakh rupees in this financial 13-14 income. So here it goes, and in step 5 I have added this 2 lakh rupees in this basic salary and others for financial year 12-13. Again I have calculated tax as applicable in the assessment year 13-14, that is corresponding to the financial year 12-13. So here we go, and this total tax comes to 72,100. Now let's move ahead to step 6, which is saying that calculate sum total of taxes calculated in step 4 and 5. So 4 and 5 I added, so it comes to around 2,06,000 rupees. And the last and final step, if the total of taxes as per step 3 is more than the step 6, then difference will be treated as relief under section 89. So basically our step 3 tax was 2,26,600. Okay, and step 6 tax is 2,06,000 rupees. Now if it is step 3 tax is more than this, then you can get the relief under section 89, that is called 20,600 in the current financial year, that is 13-14. You can claim the relief under section 89. Now we have already gone through all the steps. We have already gone through all the Bare Act provisions and all. But let us understand what we have done in these steps. Have you got any idea about this? We have done nothing. We have calculated the tax. In one way, we have calculated tax on accrual basis, and in another way, we have calculated tax on receipt basis. Let's say for step 1 and 2 calculation, step 1, 2 and 3. Okay, 3 is only the sum of 1 and 2. So step 1 and 2 we have just calculated tax on receipt basis, because this 2 lakh rupees we have got in the current financial year 13-14. So we have included this in current financial year 13-14. Okay, but as far as step 5 and 4-5 is concerned, we have just calculated recalculated this tax by assuming this income as accrual basis. Okay, and whatever difference between these two methods, whatever difference has arisen, that is the relief. Okay, so but one more thing I just wanted to point out: if the step 3 amount is greater than 6, then only you will get the relief. Okay, if this figure comes in negative, or if it is less than step 6, then there is no question of relief at all. So let's say earlier you were in higher tax slab rate. In current financial year you are in the lower tax slab rate. In that case, it might happen that your step 3 amount may be less than your step 6. And in that case, you won't get any relief, because if you have paid the additional tax, if you are going to bond a higher taxes, then only will get the relief. Otherwise, how can you get the relief? Okay. So hope this tutorial will make sense for all of you who wish to calculate relief under section 89, or whether they have got some area from their employer, or area of bonus, or area after pay revision. So thank you very much for your patience listening and watching to our videos and tutorials. So thank you very much, and if you like our videos and if you like our channel, then do subscribe. This is a few second job for you, but this gives us immense pleasure, and it's just a feedback that whatever we are doing for this is for humanity, is somewhat giving benefit to the society. So thank you very much.